What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dave Cave. I, as always, am Dave. Now, earlier today, went and saw Glass. I keep calling it Split on accident in my mind and to other people. I'm going to try not to do that here. But went and saw Glass, the third of the Unbreakable trilogy, I guess you could call it. And, it was a trip. I mean, for me, it's been very touch and go with M. Night Shyamalan. I try not to be prejudiced against a movie just because of the director. Just a little background. The Village, I was not a fan. How that all ended and what it all ended up being and all of that, was not a fan. And I just figured this out recently, which is why I realized I should not be prejudiced. I really enjoyed The Visit. I did not know that was him. And then Split. And if you had told me that they were making a sequel to Unbreakable, you probably wouldn't have gotten me to go see the movie. But Split looked great because James McAvoy, multiple personalities. And I loved Split. Split was crazy. And I loved the shit out of it. And as I said in the trailer reaction for this movie, I couldn't wait to see more of James McAvoy as Kevin. And the however many personalities we were going to see. I think we see 9, I think is what we see in this movie, something like that. And that right there is the long and short of spoilers in this. We're going to talk spoilers at the end, but I'm going to try my best to not spoil anything because I want you guys going in as blind as I did. I think it will lend a lot to your enjoyment of the movie. So first, we're going to talk about the 3 main characters. We got David Dunn, played by Bruce Willis. We have Kevin, played by James McAvoy, and we have Elijah, played by Samuel L. Jackson. And all 3 of them are great in this movie. All of their characters are very well done. For me, as I said, Kevin was my favorite character, or characters, you could say. I think McAvoy, again, crushed this character and the multiple personalities, and I think he deserves a lot more credit for his performance in these 2 movies, because he's just so good in it. And then you have Bruce Willis coming back. You get a little bit of backstory on him. You get kind of caught up where everybody is. This takes place, I think, 3 weeks after Split, and then it just goes from there. It was very interesting to see how they get to where they're going, and if you've seen the trailer, you see that they all end up together, and how that happens is pretty interesting. I didn't expect that to be there, and where they go. I mean, let me tell you, for an M. Night Shyamalan movie, this is very straightforward. Obviously, I'm kidding. M. Night Shyamalan movies and straightforward do not fit in the same sentence, ever. That's a good thing, because you don't want to know where this is going. You want to be slapped in the face, kicked in the balls, and thrown through a car. And now, seeing Bruce Willis come back and be in his element again was a lot of fun. Seeing him go up against James McAvoy and seeing all these characters play off each other, and it just, everybody does a good job. There are, shining parts over other parts. I gasped at some parts. I was like, son of a bitch at other parts. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. There were a couple parts where I was like, oh man, I might not enjoy this movie. Oh, if they do this, I'm going to be pissed. If they do that, I'm going to be pissed. They better not. And then things started to happen, and I thought I wasn't going to like it, and then I ended up liking it, and I was very on the fence for a lot of the movie, despite the performances. I was having a little bit of trouble with the story, but I overall walked out of that theater with a smile on my face, nodding my head saying, yep, yeah, I like that movie. That movie was a lot. I can see, though, to be the counterpoint, I can see where people don't like this movie. I'm not going to go into why. Like I said, we'll talk spoilers at the end, but I can see why some people didn't like this movie. I can get it. I can see parts here and there where people will be like, no, it's fucking stupid. Why would they do that? Oh, this could have been so much more. I get that. I'm not one of those people. I thought what they did with the story was very interesting, and what they could do moving forward could get very interesting. Like I said, that's all I'm going to say about that. And I don't want to spoil anything, so that's where I'm at. Go see it. If you enjoyed Split, it has the same kind of ambiance to it. They do spend a fair amount of time in the psychiatric hospital, so I enjoy that type of stuff. I enjoy talking about the brain and how the brain works, and all of that. I find all of that stuff fascinating, which is probably why I enjoy the character of Kevin so much. But I enjoyed this movie. I would suggest going and seeing it if you enjoyed Split, and especially if you enjoyed James McAvoy as Kevin. Go see this movie. So that right there is going to be the end of the spoiler-free part of this, because there's some stuff I have to talk about, good and bad. So if you don't want to know anything about this, and I suggest that you don't, if you haven't seen this, click away, or if you don't give a shit, stay here. We're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you guys. Okay, now spoilers. Holy shit, the fact that Kevin's father was on the train that Elijah tried to use to kill everybody and bring out Bruce Willis. I did not see that coming. I think I got so wrapped up in the movie that I forgot that there were these two glaring oh shit moments by Joseph and Elijah. They both have that oh shit moment. I didn't think of it until afterwards that Elijah's oh shit moment was the exact same oh shit moment that Joseph had. There was stuff I thought back on, and I like more as I've thought about it. The whole organization trying to bring them down, I didn't like that, but I understood it. I didn't see her being a flip until she kind of was letting everything happen. It's like, you bitch. Fuck you. I hope they freak out and they kill her ass. And they didn't. I can't believe they killed them. I had a feeling back in the trailers that the Beast was going to kill Mr. Glass in some way. Just his power and Elijah's frailness. He was going to do the bear hug and just shatter him into a million pieces. But he didn't. I mean, he kind of did. He wasn't doing well. And how that ended with a gigantic middle finger over social media and news, releasing all the footage, I thought that was a great way to be like, okay, now it's up to you. Instead of talking to the audience, it's up to you. It's, if you're super, make yourself known. Obviously, there are no supers out there. But I like that, how he can be done. Or if he decides in 5 years he's going to have a reboot or a resurgence of the Unbreakable series and have more grounded superheroes in the world show up, he can do that. He laid the groundwork for it to be done or to keep going, and that was perfect in my opinion. So I would go see a sequel to this in a second. I unfortunately didn't get to see Unbreakable again before I went and saw this, but I do need to go back and see all these. I would like to watch them when this comes out. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really have any problems with it. I was angry. I was angry that they died. I was angry that this bitch was working for them. I was angry at these things, but I understood it. I respected it for the story that it was trying to tell, which is surprising because sometimes I let my emotions get in the way. But I really enjoyed how they ended up going with this movie. I thought it's so awesome that they're taking the chance. Because who are they going to let live? Fucking nobody. They killed all three of them. Which is exactly what some people need to start having the balls to do, is killing people. It's a very messed up way of saying it, but have the balls to kill a character. And, we've been in the age of killing characters for a while, but to have killed everybody and that nobody survives, I thought was a very bold, ballsy move that, for me, really paid off. So, okay, that is going to do it for me today. And before we go, Random recommendation of the day. Rocket League. I play the shit out of that game. I love it. Supersonic acrobatic rocket power battle cars. Love that game. So, if you have a system, PC, it's on everything. And there's crossplay, I think, between all of us. So, go download it, play it. It's crazy. It's fun. It's simple. You gotta master it. It's all good. Whew. Okay. That is going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for stopping by the Dave Cave. Take care.